Welcome into Reds Reality Podcast, the podcast where yours truly, Josh Razauskas, brings you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds. And first of all, I know it's been a number of days, probably more like 2 weeks since I've seen you. All I can say is that my work just got incredibly busy, and by the time I was done doing my work, the next day's game would be on, and by the time the next day's game was over, I had to lay down, and then I woke up the next day with more to do, and it's just been a vicious cycle lately. So the plan is still to have this podcast be after every game, which hopefully I will be able to get back to starting today after this recording. Like, I'll be back tomorrow recapping every game. But because of what happened, as you can see by the rundown, I've just posted that we are 17-16, one game over 500. So what exactly does that mean? Like, where exactly are we in terms of how I feel about the team? Well, you look at a couple things. The first of which is that both Tyler Callahan and Chase Petty made their major league debuts. Chase Petty was in for a spot start that happened as a result of a doubleheader. He looked pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. And Tyler Callahan was called up because Austin Hayes officially did go on the IL, as he's been dealing with that hamstring issue of his. So hopefully he is back soon. And then the other big thing is that Tyler Stevenson has returned to the lineup from the IL. He's had one game behind the plate and 2 games at DH. He looks pretty good. I'll be honest, he looks pretty darn good, and I apologize if this makes any noise. I just noticed that the mic is kind of off to the side. I think the audio's okay, but I can make it a little bit better, so just bear with me for a second. There we go. Now we're back at the center of my mouth. As I was saying, he's looked pretty darn good. Looks like a guy who hasn't missed a lot of time, which is pretty amazing considering where he was at. So there are some positives to take away from that. The defense has been stellar for the most part. Santiago Espinal, wherever you put him, with the exception of yesterday when he did make kind of a bad play in right field, but wherever you put that guy, he seems to be getting it done. He's just a jack of all trades. Noelvi Marte has been mostly great and mostly shown that he is the guy that we thought we were going to get. Sorry, leaning a bit there. It's still a CP thing that happens to me, so I'm doing the best I can with it, as I always say. But Noelvi Marte has looked mostly like the guy that we thought that he would be when we got him from Seattle. So definitely can't complain about that. It's just been a matter of inconsistency. Like we always talk about, all facets of the team have to be working together. The pitching, the hitting, and the defense. So in the games that we've lost, it's all been about pitching and the offense not being able to help the pitching, or it's been about the offense just not being awake at all after good pitching performances. So either way, it's just a game of ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. You go up, you go down. And that's just basically where we're at right now. There's not too much deep analysis I can give you without remembering game by game scenarios where I know exactly what we're analyzing day to day. The only other standout thing, and this is a hugely standout thing, is that the last two times Hunter Green has been out on the mound, he has been absolutely freaking amazing, to where he's established himself truly, in my opinion, as the best pitcher in baseball today. So I am very, very, very happy to see where he's at, and I think he's helping this team beyond belief right now. And if we continue to get a performance that proves that Hunter Green is the best pitcher in baseball, then that definitely is something that we cannot be unhappy about. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. One game over 500, with this team not being 100% yet. Matt McLain is also not hitting, which is another thing I forgot to mention. He's in a major slump right now, so he needs to turn that around, and hopefully he will soon. But with where this team is at, not being 100%, we still have not had the projected starting 9 in the lineup every single game this year because of injury. So to be 17-16, I'm very, very happy about it. I'm not complaining about it at all. And I think we're in pretty darn good shape, and we'll see what happens against Atlanta these next 4 games starting tonight at the night of recording on this Monday, because Atlanta has lost the last 3 games in a row. Did not check last night, so it might be 4 games in a row now actually, but at the time of recording with my notes, it was the last 3 games in a row. So I feel like we're catching them at a good time where we can take advantage of some things that aren't going well for them and hopefully stay on a roll. So we'll see what happens, and I will be back with you tomorrow if all goes as planned. As always, you can hit me up in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts about where we're at and all of this. And also you can hit me up if you prefer not to use the comment section on Blue Sky and Twitter /X at Reds Reality Pod. You can check out the previous video that will be popping up on your end screen at the end of the video, and also the video that YouTube itself recommends the most to you, as well as if you're not subscribed already, you can hit that subscribe button that will also be on your screen. I hope you will subscribe and stick around and enjoy the opinions of this passionate Reds fan and come along for this ride with me. And remember that I will continue to bring you reality as I see it on Sorry about that. Accidentally was apparently clicked out of my eCam window. And I'm trying to get this done in one take to make sure that it gets up for you guys today. So rewind, do over, take 2. Remember that this is the podcast where yours truly, Josh Razauskas, continues to bring you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds.